gotta do some things real quick. Hold on, chat. We gotta do some setup real quick. Un momento. Pop that out. Bring that over here. Alright. I need to make us an overlay. Like something simple just to have like where it's just our cameras up. You know what I mean? But I'd have to change it whenever we have guests on. I have to figure that out. Kelly's like, I can do it. I know, man. But I feel like I should be able to do it. You know what I mean? Oh my god, what did I just do? Alright, hold on. That's up. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's think about this for a second. What am I missing? Show notes. Got it.
You just use your regular one for now. Considering that I'm not turning my camera on because I'm in my chair laying down.
Well, it's too late. I've already done this. Alright, fine. I'll do it the other way.
Oh, that sounds like a you problem.
This makes me sad. Alright, hold on, Chad. I gotta do it the other way because Bats doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I'm chillaxing.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm too lazy.
Oh, now my camera doesn't want to work.
Listen, in my defense, I waited for a whole game, so I just like literally just reclined.
Why can't I react? Oh, because I'm an idiot. Hold on. New memento, chat. We're figuring it out. There we go. All right, we'll just do this. That's fine. That's okay. We'll just do this, and we can just be mean to Bats later. It's fine.
You know, I would have to get up, turn the camera on, and turn lights on, and that's like a...
You'd have to get up to turn your camera on?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, because it's off right now. I'm reclined fully in my chair right now.
I feel like I should just start the podcast here. That's where I'm at in my life.
The mouse button is out of reach, therefore.
The mouse button is out of reach. Oh my god. Chat, we're gonna have to fire him. It's as simple as that.
I mean, I showed up.
It's true, you did show up.
Recording.
Ah, yes, B1 bot's here.
I mean, it could be worse. I could be away from my mic and go my mic's out of reach.
I would fight you. That is a true statement. I would fight you.
I mean, in case you are forgetting, I like taped 3 sticks together so I could lay down on the futon over here and mute and unmute myself when I was sick.
This is true. This is very true. Where's my host chat? Oh, there we go. Bats, we have some things to talk about tonight, dude. All right, anyways.
Let's go.
All right, chat. Let me mark this right here. Boop. Bats, are you ready?
Yeah.
Because I have a lot to talk about.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I have very little to talk about.
That's great. I have lots of questions for you specifically.
Oh, man. Nobody told me I was answering crap. I'm not prepared. I think I need to go get a beer.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Up Your Experience podcast. It's me, that Blaise McBain guy. Bats is with me today. Bats, how you doing, dude?
I'm regretting not getting a drink before I, reclined.
Yeah. See, but if you got up and got the drink, then you'd have to get up and turn the camera on because all those things you said you couldn't do.
Yeah, that's why I'm being stubborn right now and just sitting here.
Yeah. So
I will dehydrate myself before I admit failure.
So, okay, I need to talk about this sign that I saw. Okay, let me first of all, let me talk about what happened today. So, I got this thing in the mail from a car dealership, and it's like one of those like pull-off things, like basically like it's almost like a scratch-off. It's like a pull-off ticket. It's like if you have 3 of each on these matching sides, you win money, blah, blah. Call this number. And I was like, dude, this is such a scam. And I open it, and it says I won $5,000. And I was like, you know what? Let's call him. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Like why not, right?
5,000? I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to take this risk.
So I call them. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's confirmed you're a winner. When can you come up here today?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. It's like a 20-minute drive." Keep in mind, I was at the Taylor Swift concert last night, being an anti-hero ghost, having a blast, which was awesome, by the way. Like that's another story we can talk about in a minute. But I drive up to the dealership, right? And I was like, okay, they told me I need to bring this up here. I just need to have my ID. And they're like, oh, well, you have to make sure your confirmation code that you had to have to call to make sure you won matches the one on the board. And I was like, oh, it is a scam. This is sick. So at this point, I take full advantage of this situation, Bats, because they think that I'm not a troll. And I am. So I don't remember what this guy's name was, but he's like, oh, let's go sit down so we can talk numbers and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, dude.
Call him Rick.
Yeah, let's call him Rick. That's a great. Okay, that's fine. So Rick's like, all right, dude. Like we're gonna go sit down over here at my desk and we can talk about how this works or whatever. He's like, what kind of car do you drive? Oh, I was like, oh, that's a great question, man. I drive a 2022 Jeep Compass. I just bought it last year. He's like, oh, do you like it? I said, yeah, man, I love it. Used to have a Toyota, and this is a Toyota dealership I'm at. And I said, but it's better than my Toyota. So, and he goes, really? I said, yeah. He goes, how much do you owe on it? And I tell him how much I owe. And he goes, that's a lot of money. And I was like, well, yeah, when you buy a new car, they're kind of a lot of money. They're not cheap vehicles.
I would have said, that's why I'm here for that $5,000.
That's why I'm here for that $5,000, bro. And he was like, so, and he goes, so what do you think about trading it in for a new car today? And I said, no. I said, I'm not taking the over-under on that one, bud. He goes, so here's the deal. And I was like, oh, this is about to get good. He's like, I don't actually work here at this dealership. I work for the bank, and they have an overstock of Toyotas. And it's at this point I want to be like, yeah, that's why I don't want one. No offense to Toyota owners. I'm just wanting to troll this man. But I let him finish his spiel. He's like, we will pay your car off. I'm going to ship it down to Florida, and I'm going to sell it for more than what we bought it for. Because there's a lack of pre-owned vehicles down there. I was like, man, that sounds like a really sick deal for you guys. I'm not doing that. He's like, no payments 90 days. I was like, no, I'm good. And then he tries to sell it on me again, and I'm just like trolling him. I was like, look, man, I don't think you know how this works. Like, I am not leaving here with a new vehicle today. Also, I wanted to be like, you haven't even seen my car, but there is Taylor Swift albums written all over it. Like, I think you're good. So
yeah, that's a good selling point. People in Florida like Taylor Swift.
Hey, so here's the deal, Bats. It got better. Then they took me over to this little thing where they spin it and you grab an envelope out. And there's 2 envelopes left. He's like, well, whatever's in the envelope, you get to keep. It was a $2 bill, bro. I laughed so hard.
$5,000.
Yeah, dude. It was one of those things where like you do it because you're curious, knowing that everything smells and feels like a scam, but you just have to know. And yeah, that's what it was. I thought it was super funny though. I really enjoyed it. But on my way there, I sent you the quote that was on an alcohol store's sign.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And this alcohol store, like this liquor shop, had a quote that says, "No one likes a quitter" on their billboard. And I was like, there is no way that this is happening right now. That they have "no one likes a quitter" on their liquor store sign.
I mean, that is true. Nobody likes a quitter.
You know what everybody does like though, Bats? The anti-hero ghost, my guy.
I was gonna say 5K.
5K. I would like that $5,000. But yeah, I dressed up as the anti-hero ghost last night at the Taylor Swift concert because I told my wife I'd dress up however she wanted. And dude, people were losing their minds. They're like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome!" There wasn't a single other ghost there. There wasn't a single other ghost there. It was just me. People were taking pictures of me. I looked around at one point, saw this person that was videoing the concert, and they stopped videoing the live concert in front of them and turned their camera towards me instead. Wild. Also, Luke fell asleep. I told him to take a nap, and he's like, nah, I'm going to be fine. I was like, dude, this is going to go on to like 11:30. He's like, I can make it. Like 10 rolls around. 10 rolls around, and he's like, I'm tired. I was like, yeah, man. I'm not leaving. So he fell asleep. I knew he was out when they lost, like, people lost their minds over, like, an album being announced, and he didn't even move. I was like, oh, he's in that good sleep.
That's funny.
Anywho, Bats, it's May.
What's up? It is.
You know what that means.
It's true.
It means Mental Health Awareness Month this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. There was like 3 other things, but we're going to go with yours.
May the 4th is also there, Revenge of the 5th, and yeah.
No, it's Revenge of the 6th.
Okay, whatever, you choose. Very relevant things to talk about.
I told Kenny a funny joke about that. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about mental health.
It made him laugh.
While you do that.
Right, you do that while I find it.
So Mental Health Awareness Month is going on. If you know, I'm part of Guardians Mental Health, and like this past week we recorded a roundtable that was really fun. You should go check out the VOD for it. We talked about like setting boundaries and things like that for streaming, and even for yourself, like boundaries for yourself, not just with your community. We also have like a whole entire schedule posted. You can find it on Twitter if you search Guardian Mental Health, where it says all the different things we're going to do throughout the month. Like there's a Guardians Mental Health Roundtable every Tuesday. There's like wellness checks on Wednesday. There's positive gaming nights. There's going to be like on Sunday sending someone just, like a positive message, things like that. All that just going for a good cause. Every $10 that you donate towards Guardians Mental Health is going to make a mental health kit. Those get sent out for free. That's nationwide, US, Canada, and EU. So make sure to check that out if that's something you're interested in. There is going to be a charity stream on the 21st and 22nd on that weekend. I sadly will not be a part of that, only because I have a prior obligation of recording with one of the Guardians Mental Health ambassadors on their podcast. So keep an eye out for that. But I do have a Guardians Mental Health charity donation button on Twitch right now just for my stream. It'll be up the whole entire month of May if you want to donate towards a good cause. Awesome. And I'll take God requests and stuff like that as normal. So that's there. And along with May, it's also my birthday month. So later this month, when it's my birthday, May 30th, we're going to have a good time. We're going to do some fun streaming stuff that day. So keep an eye out for that. And let's hope Bats found his joke. I don't know if he did or not.
I did, but I didn't want to interrupt. All right.
It's okay. I was finishing the spiel as fast as I could.
It's May the 4th be with you until Cinco de Mayo, and then you will feel the revenge of the 6th.
Oh, that's good, dude. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That's good.
See, I told you.
Dude,
There's
been so much cool Star Wars stuff. Like the new Visions episodes came out. I don't know if you've watched the first set of Visions, but they're like all animated. And different anime studios and stuff have done them, and they are good. I haven't watched the new set, but the first set was amazing.
Sounds pretty lit.
They're different like takes on Star Wars from different anime studios, which I thought was cool. So they don't even have to be like lore accurate. Like there's one that's like Gundam-esque.
Ooh, I like that.
Which is really cool.
Speaking of Gundam-esque,
yeah.
Birdie has Gundams in it.
Dude, I told you. I literally told you. I was like, you're gonna love Birdie. Yeah, we can.
I was like, Lily is my spirit animal.
We can take a minute. We can talk about some anime before we talk about games, because I realized I looked at my notes, and we didn't talk about games last week because we had Majin Busha on the podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to Majin, by the way.
Anime, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, the movie,
yeah,
pretty freaking good.
I haven't watched the anime at all.
Oh well, I guess I will take over this segment.
I've been on the grind, dude. I watched Birdie. If you have not watched Birdie Wing, the anime slaps. I don't care what anybody tells me. It is good. It is good.
It takes to like episode 3 to like get really hooked into it, but then like after episode 3, you're invested and you want more.
Yeah. I think Did Ash message you? I know he messaged me. He's trying to get us on an
No.
episode of Simpy for Senpai to come talk about Birdie Wing.
Did he? I don't know. No,
If
he did not.
he messaged me with 2 possible dates, but one of them was next weekend. And I was like, "That's Mother's Day," and he was like, "Oh crap!" And the other one was the week after that. And I'm already recording 2 podcasts that day. But I was like, I mean, I could record a third, but I got to see what time you wanted to do it at.
That's kind of hilarious. That's Mother's Day. Oh,
Yeah, he was like, "Oh no, dude!" But Birdie Wing, like. The twists and turns of Birdie Wing are just well timed, and like you can kind of pick up on it as it's going on, but it's just a solid anime, and it's all about golf. And I will say this now: people say golf's the most boring sport, and I will stand by this. It is not. It is baseball, and I will not be told otherwise.
I have no comment.
Wow. I think playing baseball is probably really fun. I think live watching baseball is okay. But watching baseball on television is one of the worst things I've ever considered doing.
I mean, I like watching baseball on television.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
To go to sleep?
No. And I watch golf too, so like.
Yeah, but like here's my thing about golf, right? Like watching golf on television is they can't freak out because like there's all these like they have to like follow certain things and like be all proper and stuff, petty little golf clap. But like on the inside, like when they miss something, like the rage is there.
Yeah, but like baseball, you get to see the rage. Like when the ump checks the pitcher's hand for tar resin for like the 8th time, even though he's like, and he's dropping his pants on the ground. Like, what? You want to check my underwear too?
Oh my god, dude. Baseball's problem is it's 9 innings. It's like 5 hours of I hope they hit a home run or they get someone to home base to score points. Thank God.
No, I just want to see somebody like knee a baseball bat. Like that's what I want to see. Snap one just.
Yeah,
right
but how often does that happen?
I mean, but you don't want to miss it.
I will watch. The only type of baseball I will watch is playoff baseball. I will watch that from time to time. True. Other than that, like highlights on ESPN are enough for me. I don't know.
Speaking of sports, I got to teach my godchild today how to play football.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
This fool.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I got to teach him. By the way, I destroyed his life.
It was great. Goodness, I was like, all right, we're gonna teach you how to tackle. You're never gonna touch me, right? So I like ran by him, did a full like 360 around him, juked him, and my best friend was like, "Oh, he got your ankles," and like he fell down.
Oh my god, dude.
And then I was like, okay, you can try and score on me now. And he was like just running at me, and I would like tackle him, pick him up, and like run him all the way back to the beginning. Score a touchdown with him holding the ball.
Bats out here being a real bully, dude.
Dude, he was having a blast.
Other anime though.
Have too much energy though.
Yes, they do. Don't have to tell me that. I agree.
I played with this man for like 3 hours, and I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, I got home from my workout the other day, and Logan goes, "All right, Dad, you want to play outside?" And I'm like, "No, but I will." Like, I do not want to go back outside. I am good. I was gonna say, other anime. Have you been watching Hell's Paradise? Like, are you caught up on it?
I'm almost caught up on it. I have not watched the full last episode.
Okay,
just came out
that's
today.
another good one. Like they have this like island looking for the elixir of life. But
yeah, that is a good one.
The whole like premise of it is they sent murderers or like condemned felons to go find the elixir of life. That one's been pretty good so far. And then they have their like executioner partner with them. It's an interesting time.
Dude,
it is very violent though.
Otherworldly adventure is what I like keep waiting for constantly.
I haven't watched that either.
It's fun. It is a good one.
I have been watching My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 99.99.
Yep, that's a good one too.
That one is very good. Gundam is good, but you're not watching that, so I'm not going to say anything about it. But Witch of Mercury is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm actually not watching
the current, like the episode that just released last week, slap. But the week before that, I was like, how do you do what you did the episode before and then you give me this. I was upset. Not very often I feel that way, but I was pretty upset about the way that went down. Witch from Mercury is good, and then have you watched new Demon Slayer?
I have.
Dude.
Up to the one. Dude, I'm mad right now. I am so mad.
Yeah.
The way it did for the last day, I was like, come on, really?
Yep.
Really?
But like, Demon Slayer is so good, dude.
I don't want to ruin it for people, but I can't wait until you know who gets the you know what and smacks the you know who with the you know what.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you're talking about unless it's from this season and it deals with the dummy. And if that's the case, okay, exactly yeah. I'm waiting for that because that's gonna be sick. But
I know.
But I don't know how long we're gonna have to wait for that. I feel like it's gonna be for a while.
Like, I've also like dove into it a little bit and read like. I mean, I can give this away without like ruining it, but I found out that like the swords actually get tempered by how many demons they kill through like their breathing technique and like the heat.
Oh, that's sick.
Like, yeah. So like the redder the blade, it shows how tempered it is and like how it can just like destroy, because it uses like for breathing, like when they're killing and everything like that, it shows like the temperedness through like the sun of the ore or some crap like that. I was like, that is crazy.
That is sick. All right, I can't wait for that.
The more demons that they kill, the stronger like they usually are, and the harder it is to like snap their what is it, Nichiran blade?
Yeah, their blades.
Yeah, that's why Tanjiro's just keeps breaking.
Yeah, this man just keeps going ham, and then he's like, "Oh man." Can we talk about something that upsets me?
What's that? That depends.
Why is it that when I have a Google Doc, which is where I keep all my notes for the podcast, why is there not a dark mode?
Because you need to use Mozilla.
I am. Get wrecked. Anyways, just wanted to throw that out there.
Because you're using Google on Mozilla, just can't compute. I don't know.
All right. Anyways, I'm done with that. I'm moving on from this conversation.
Hey, have you tried turning it off and then on back again?
No, I haven't. I've never closed it and reopened it. Bats. I don't start this. Don't. Let's talk about some games, dude. What have you been playing?
Yeah, anyways, so so I played some Smite today. I haven't really been playing much because I have been working like ridiculous hours. I mean, I am like beat.
Yeah, I think me and Bats have had like a rough week, and I know my next week's crazy. I don't know about yours.
Dude, my next week I'm working 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I am gonna be almost there with you. That is almost like, both of us next week. I was like, what? Because my boss, so we have night shift, right?
Yeah.
My boss took the night shift guy and moved him to days.
Okay, that's good.
While we have events going on, and there's only 2 people who can cover these events, and I'm one of them. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, that's not a fun time.
Because I want the money.
Yeah.
But, anyways.
I'll say I have regionals all next week, and it is going to be a time.
But games I've been playing, I've actually been looking at the PS5 a little bit more since I've been playing it. And I've been playing this game that is on the PlayStation Plus. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's called Deliver Us the Moon.
I've heard of that game. I haven't played it, but I've heard of it.
And it's pretty much like a puzzle game in space. Like, I guess people were saying it's like Subnautica in space, but I have yet to like see that, because I have yet to like be able to build anything. But there are like a lot of puzzles. It is pretty interactive. It's nice to like waste my time on a game that I don't have to think about and don't have to worry. Like, I could just quit whenever I want.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been playing Smite, and today I got I single-handedly destroyed 1 Phoenix, and my team half the other Phoenix, but backed off because I can't remember if they got wiped or if they just backed off because they were low health. And as I got the left side Phoenix, their team collapsed on me, right?
Yeah.
And this is a slash. And I tried to run away, but they cornered me in. So I ran towards their Titan, ran into the other Phoenix, and killed that Phoenix, and then ran away.
Oh my god, dude! I would have been upset. I would have been upset.
Chronos. As a Chronos.
I would have been heated.
I was like, there is no way this happened.
That is craziness, dude.
It was great, and then they killed me as I got like midway through. I was like, oh, it would have been so much better if I like won and got away. It was great though. I was like, there's no way I can get this Phoenix, right? And I was just like, bop, 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 bop.
That's crazy.
And then we won that game. It was great. Other than that, games have been blah, because then I went into Conquest. Horrible.
I haven't played Conquest in almost 2 weeks. Actually, I think today is 2 weeks since last time I played Conquest. I will be playing probably Conquest tonight. I have to finish Diamond Marty.
I feel like there was another thing that I had on Conquest, but I don't. I'm looking through our useless chat that we have where it's like 2 words, but like.
Oh my goodness.
I almost bought a bunch of shit on Amazon and decided against it.
Yeah, you sent me some of that, and I was like, Bats, what is this? This man sent me a spear, and I was like, what are you going to do with that? Speaking of things about buying things that you don't need, I'm thinking about buying an OLED Zelda Switch. Because
I looked at that too.
Because I have the Steam Deck, which I've been playing. I've been having a good time playing it. But I've been wanting to play some games on the Switch. I picked up Final Fantasy Futurism the other day. And our original Switch is now Luke's Switch. And then I bought my own. I bought an Animal Crossing Switch. Well, Logan's decided that that's his Switch. And he plays on it whenever he plays games. So now I feel compelled that I need to get myself a Switch that's mine and the wife's. So that way we could play things like all play Mario Kart together, like on a trip and stuff. I think it would be pretty cool. So I'm considering it. I saw it's up for pre-order. I could get one at Best Buy, and I'm thinking about doing it. But it doesn't come with the game, and that bothers me. But that's okay. I thought about buying it, playing through Breath of the Wild, and then picking up Tears of the Kingdom.
I am in that situation right now because I want an Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Just cause like I was telling you before, my buddy and I would share accounts, but he keeps buying all the Series X games, so I can't even play them.
Yep.
And as I'm looking at the Series X bundles, I'm like, these are jacked. This is dumb.
Yeah.
I bought a God of War Ragnarok PlayStation 5 bundle for the same price as just the Xbox Series X and a controller.
Yeah.
But the difference is, for the Xbox Series X and a controller, I have to be invited to buy it.
What?
Yeah. By invitation only.
That is stupid, dude.
You're telling me.
I bought mine at the store. I was
at the store, they're a little bit pricey.
Well, I had a connection when they first came out, and I was like, yo, if I paid you, would you buy this for me? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, sick.
Yeah, I don't have a connection.
So, was that it for your games?
Last Fortress, obviously.
Yeah.
I actually have been bodying people on that, so it's been fun. Until I ran into people who were bigger than me, and then it became not fun anymore.
Yeah, that happens, for sure.
Other than that, I've been playing the game of trying to catch up on sleep.
Yo, I feel that.
I've been losing at that. I have been losing hard.
Dude, you and me both. I just don't even know. Like, I'll lay down for bed, and I just lay there. And I can make myself go to sleep generally, but like the past week, I just haven't been able to. And I go to bed so late, and then I wake up like 3 or 4 hours later, and I was like, oh my God. I like to get like 5 hours of sleep. But this like 3.5 hour thing, not my jam. Especially with how much I've been working out. Yeah, sometimes 2.
Oh my gosh.
Like today, my workout, I'm still doing my hundreds. Yesterday was a month of 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups. Today, so we went to the concert last night. I've had an issue this track season. I've had it happen before, But from running in track spikes, I will like my calf muscle will just lock up, and then anytime when I'm walking, it's fine. But when I go to run, like it just gets super tight. And I decided I was gonna work out today. I went and did a mile. Ran a mile in like 7 minutes 30 seconds. Not great, but like felt pretty good about it. Did 50 push-ups, did 50 sit-ups, went and ran another mile. My calf completely locked up. I was trying to compensate it for it, so my left side of my lower back like locks up, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I do not know if I can finish this other mile. Finally finish it in 8 minutes and 30 seconds, and I was absolutely irritated with myself. And then I finished out my 50 other push-ups and 100 sit-ups and went, yep, that's it for today. I'm not doing anything else. I am good. But I've
been lazy.
I've been thinking about I'm thinking about getting a gym membership for a couple months during the summer, like Planet Fitness or something, where it's like $10 and going to lift some weights. Even though I don't really like weightlifting, I'm considering it. I just don't enjoy weightlifting.
I don't mind it if I have the right music.
Yeah, I might give it a go. I was like $10. That's not that bad. I'm going to be working more on my Japanese lessons during the summer. I've already been working on that anyway, but I'm excited about that.
Let's go.
But I guess I'll hop into my games real quick. So I'm going to condense this down a good bit. Because I've casted a metric ton. If you have not seen it, like I have been casting most of my streams, which has been amazing and awesome. So we didn't talk about games last week, so I did cast with Majin a week and a half ago. I got done with track meet, came home, casted with him. It was a good time. It's probably I think it's one of the only times I've ever got to cast with Majin. We've known each other for years. It just felt good. I was chair 1, he was chair 2. We had a good time. And then this past Wednesday was Albion Giants Sherrick's finals, which had our Asgard Kami boys. Gilly's team was playing in that division. They were in the finals against Anti-Ward. That game went 5 games, or that set went 5 games. I did what I call pseudo live casting, where they were in the set already and Gilly was sending me match IDs. So I think when I started, they were like just starting game 3. And after they finished game 5, we were like finishing game 4 going into game 5. So not like completely live, but as close as you can get without it being live. Because there are like hiccups when it's live where you have to wait for picks and bans. They have a 10-minute break. Then if there's a pause, like there's this like hiccups that can come up. So typically a lot of casters won't cast live. I don't generally care. But solo casting live is a little rough just because of not having someone to talk to. And I did cast 4.5 of those games by myself. And I felt like I was doing pretty good. But I casted until like 1:30 in the morning. And then the next night, I casted in our Wallaby finals. And that was 3 games of casting, which I solo casted. And I went from having a fire night on Wednesday to a not so fire night on Thursday, where I had worked out really, really hard on Thursday because I was irritated about some stuff going on and super duper tired. Had a really hard time casting. Actually, during game 2, because there was just a lot of farming going on, I went and I like paused the game and went through cold water on my face to be able to cast. First time that's ever happened. I just should have been smarter about my game plan that day. But I've been having a ton of fun casting. Those last 2 will go on YouTube tomorrow, so the day before this comes out, because we're recording on Saturday this week. But Smite-wise, there's been a lot of stuff going on games. I haven't played a ton, but I got a Penta on Jingwei and Assault. And the funny thing was, I started singing. Bats, were you in this game when I was like singing the song about how I was gonna get a Penta, and then I did?
Yeah, I was. I actually have been muted this whole time. I smashed my finger.
Oh God, are you good?
Oh my God, it hurts.
That's not fun, dude.
Yeah, I've been screaming profanities this whole time. Talking about casting.
Oh no.
I was like, I'm muted, right? There's no way Blaise is just letting me scream this.
No, I definitely would have said something for sure.
But I wasn't in the game. Was I in the game?
I don't know if you're in the game or you're watching stream. I don't know which. Or maybe you were just in call.
Clip.
I did send you the clip.
I don't. Yeah, no. You just sent me the clip. That's the one like you sent it once. It didn't show.
Yeah,
and then,
that's
like,
right.
Sent it.
Yeah, and I was just like, I just started singing a song about getting a Pinta, and then I did.
Did you do that twice?
What do you mean? Singing songs about getting Pintas and getting Pintas?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably. I ran some assault with Asmore, Gilly, and Vio, and we ran into Deusa Dynasty. Old teammate of mine, and he was with Lissa, who is a Smite game streamer, and it was a blast. I think I was Ganesha that game. I was Ganesha that game, and I actually got a kill on Ganesha in assault. I went 110 and 28, and I hit some nasty Dharmic Pillar dash combos that deleted people, and it felt good. It felt real good. Unfortunately, we lost, but it was a good time. And then
Good times,
I queued another game with Bats. You were in this one. It was Bats, Asmore, and Mads the Lad in Celestial. My goodness, I'm gonna mess up the name.
Monkey?
No.
That's just what I think about when I hear Celestial.
No. Oh my god, I can't.
Didn't you change it?
Yes, and I can't remember. Oh, dude, I'm so mad at myself right now. Hold on, let me look at Twitter.
I think it was
Celestial Artist, also Doodles Finnick, Mir Finnick and Smite Game.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's like different ones. I had to remember all of them.
8 names.
Yeah, I was trying to remember them. They're all with us, and we're queuing Assault. Well, who do we queue into? Boom55, Tim Famous and Company, and that game was wild. It was such a good time. I got E-Shell, Bats got Marty, Asmore was on Jing Chin, Mir Finnick was on Izanami, Boom had Circuit, Tim Famous had Nox, and our random freaking X-Ball dude just kept getting baited by Tim, locked down, and then the whole enemy team would kill him. It happened like 6 times. We lost the game. I went 16-8 and 16, and we lost. I was upset.
I'm not gonna say it was Blaise's fault.
It was not my fault.
Announcing that we knew them.
We did know them, though. We did.
They didn't have to know they knew us.
They didn't. But all these games have been Assault games. I've literally just been queuing Assault for 2 weeks until tonight. If you haven't watched the episode of the Bot G podcast that came out this past week, episode 250, which is really not like, we left 250 out until we all got together where we could do it. We streamed our in-game camera, or we streamed our cameras and our in-game perspectives, and we played Smite while recording the podcast. It was a good time. It was super funny. We just did cooldowns, runneth over. Definitely worth a watch, though. We had Smite Night customs last week. Those were a fun time until they weren't. That's how I describe that. It was fun until
certain lanes got bullied because somebody had Jercules and decided to
jerk
main at it.
Yeah, until Leone got Jercules, I got Nox, and that just wasn't a fun time for anybody. I mean, it was a fun time for Leone.
For those of you saying, what is a Jercules? It's somebody who goes 11-0 while bullying your whole team and never dying. Yeah. And by the way, just so everybody is clear on this, we did random builds.
We did. This is the only thing that was worse than this is me and Bats is 1v1, and we don't have to talk any more about it than that.
Or that 1v1 never happened. You need to chill out.
That one. So that was the Smite games. Besides, yeah. Oh, you're gonna defend this. Okay. Build. Okay.
Breastplate of Vigilance, Vital Amplifier, Serrated Edge, Mana Core Spikes, Spirit Robes with Death Temper, Blink, and then Med.
This man got a build.
Yeah, it was baloney.
You're not wrong.
And he just ran at a Vio and I.
True. Along with this, hold on, Bats, can you talk real quick?
I am talking.
Okay, sorry. I got worried for a second that OBS wasn't recording your voice. I just had that flashback to like 2 weeks ago, and went, oh my god, I didn't check it. Anyways, I've been trying to get Martikaros to diamonds because today's the last day to do that for the Bot G challenge, and I've never not completed one. So I will complete this.
You've got out completed. Oh,
but I played.
I still remember that. You were so mad about that.
The first game I queued tonight on stream, I got a double penta on Marty. It would have been a triple penta, but our Nike took it away.
Right.
I was fragging. I went 26 and 9. I was running it down. And then me and Gilly queued in arena. We won the game in 14 minutes.
Let's go.
And I don't think anybody had above 10 kills. Let me look real quick. He was E-Shell, I was Marty. Highest kills on our team were Gilly and the Shiva at 9. And we won the game in 14 minutes. It was crazy.
That's crazy. That is pretty nuts.
Other than that, I have been playing Frozen Flame, thanks to Dare Drops and the publisher for giving us that key to play that. It's been a good time. I really enjoyed that game. I have some other Dare Drops I'm going to be working on stream over the next few days. I've been playing Wild Rift again, and dude, I've been popping off. I've been running it down in some ranked. I've been running it down in some ARAM. It's been nice playing that again. And I've been trying out Omega Strikers, which is like this new top-down soccer game with you have like different abilities and stuff. It's on mobile, but it's cross-progression and cross-play between consoles, PC, and mobile. And it's pretty good from the bit I've played so far. I've been enjoying it. And then last but not least, I've been queuing some Fortnite with Luke. Star Wars events out. We've been doing all the Star Wars content, and the new stuff for Star Wars is super sick. Like, you have to go find like a Jedi Master or a Sith Master, and then they train you by giving you a lightsaber and a Force ability.
That's kind of cool.
And we've been having a good time doing that. Luke, actually, I died, and Luke clutched a 1v2 and won the game.
Yo.
And then tonight we were playing, and he jumped down to try to fight. It was a 2v2, and he got taken out, and then I won the game. So we got 2 dubs, and it felt pretty good. Pretty good. But that's my games for the past 2 weeks, really. I do have some stuff I want to talk about, though, other than that. I don't know. Do we want to do our news or names of the week first?
I would say news, because don't we do like names of the week? Like
last, yeah, usually. I didn't know if we wanted to switch it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because then you'll try to cut out early and like, you know.
Wow. What is your thoughts on an R-rated Spider-Man movie for Kraven?
I'm down.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
To me, all that means is like Spider-Man mixed with Deadpool.
Yeah.
Let's go. Want to see it.
Did you see that Nintendo already announced they're going to be making more movies?
Yeah.
After the Mario movie. So like there's there might be a Metroid movie. How sick would that be?
That's crazy. I would love to see who they're like casting for that. I'm not going to lie.
I want to know like what Nintendo movie do you want to see? Like, what's a Nintendo, like out of the Nintendo franchise, like, what is one you want to see? Because I have 2.
Man,
like, obviously, I think Zelda would be sick.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to look at this before I...
You want, I can...
No.
My other one, Star
I don't know
Fox.
if it's actually Nintendo. Okay, it is. Okay, yeah, I would like to see a Star Fox. That would be crazy. I'd like to see a Mega Man too.
Dude, oh, Mega Man would be sick.
But I didn't know. I was like, is Mega Man actually Nintendo?
No, it's Capcom. It's Capcom.
But it was published for Nintendo. I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, that would be crazy to see a Zelda.
I think Zelda would be cool. Star Fox. I mean, I think any of the franchises would be good.
Well, if we're actually really talking, I would like to see the Star Fox game be released, like remastered, whatever. Just give me Star Fox.
The N64 one or the OG?
The N64 one I liked a lot, and I
The
like the OG
N64
one
one's
too.
really, really good.
N64, dude, especially how they had so many secrets, what you could do.
Yeah. I think that'd be super sick. So you know how Nintendo does their Nintendo Directs?
Yeah.
PlayStation is going to be doing a PlayStation showcase, supposedly this month. It's been rumored.
Really?
And I don't know if you've seen the list of PlayStation games that are coming out, but I'm going to name a couple for you.
I've seen a couple.
Wolverine. Spider-Man 2. Stellar Blade, I don't know. Silent Hill 2. Last of Us multiplayer. Death Stranding 2. Ghost of Tsushima 2. A new IP from Sony Santa Monica. A new IP from Ben Studios. A new Bungie IP. Hold on, there was some others too.
I want that Ghost of Tsushima. I want it.
I haven't played the first one. I really want to though.
It's so good.
So I don't know. I'm really excited. I want to see what Bungie's working on, dude. It's also been announced that they have been working on a PlayStation 5 Pro. It's nowhere near being done. They don't even know if it's something that they're going to end up shipping. They're talking like it won't come out till Q4 2024 at the earliest. But I do think it's good to announce that they are working on something as an upgrade. And I don't know like if anybody else has had like the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4 Pros and stuff or not. Like they were like actual pretty good upgrades. So like to see that, especially with how well PlayStation's been doing.
It's actually kind of fun. Like I said, my only gripe with it is that dumb controller thing that they do where like the R2 and L2 like have resistance because I always think
haptic feedback.
I always think I'm breaking my controller, man. It freaks me out, okay?
Dude, I love haptic feedback. You're the only person I've heard complain about haptic feedback.
Dude, because how many PlayStation 4 controllers do you go through because they are just shit?
None.
Oh, mine are ass. Like mine break constantly, and it like scares me. I think I went through like I don't even play PlayStation, and I went through 4 controllers.
That's a talent. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. They just break. I mean, okay. We're gonna be honest. I say I don't play PlayStation, but like I played all through Bloodborne like 6 times.
That's probably why you broke some controllers. Yeah, you're out here like it was the PlayStation. No, dude, you played Bloodborne. That was the problem.
Dark Cloud 1 and 2 multiple times.
Good games.
Ghost of Tsushima. I put hours into it, but like I don't play as hard as I would like on Xbox.
Right.
I just think the PlayStation 4 controller was built cheaply, and like it
I
scares
could
me
get that.
with PlayStation 5.
I want the new PlayStation 5 controller. Have you seen the PlayStation 5 like Pro one?
I have not.
It looks good.
But like that haptic, it like I like the idea, but it scares me every time because I'm like, oh shit, did I break it?
I get that.
Because it happens at random times. Like you can never time it right. It's like on Spider-Man. I never understand when it happens. And why it happens.
Yeah. Other than that, League of Legends announced there's a new 2D action platformer coming out, like focused around Echo. And I don't know, for those that haven't played the other games, the League of Legends games are pretty cool. Like they're all very different, but they all focus on different characters as well. Like there's a Ziggs one that's kind of like rhythm based, kind of like what's that game called? Bit Trip Runner, kind of like that. There's the new one, Mage Seeker, that's about Silas, I believe. And then there were some other ones too. But I think it's really cool to see them kind of expanding into not different game genres, but focusing on certain characters. I think that's pretty cool. And then last but not least for gaming news, and I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to say this, and it's going to hurt my brain each time I say it. I saw a tweet today that said Fortnite is getting added as an Olympic esport, but it will be 12 Fortnite pros on a shooting range in creative mode. And there's like a thing about the rules or whatever for it. And I just like, should esports be in the Olympics?
No.
And I don't think so.
Like you. Ooh. Sorry, totally different. But also update. Diablo 4 will be back
Next week.
Yeah.
So will Wayfinder.
I only thought about it because I was telling my buddy if I don't get this Xbox Series X invitation,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to buy the Diablo 4 bundle, and then we can play together. And he was like, "What's Diablo 4 like?" And I was like, "If you really want to think about it, a game that I know you played, it's like Gauntlet, Dark Legacy, but better."
I'm
get into that.
We can just skip this esports and the Olympic thing. I think it should be a separate thing, and we're gonna move on because I want to talk about Diablo 4.
Should.
Like I think
it
if
really
you're, it should be like its own separate entity, is my opinion.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Diablo, not necessarily Diablo 4 specifically, but there's something I wanted to talk about regarding new games coming out. Bats, what are your thoughts on pre-orders nowadays?
To be honest, I don't think there's a point unless you're getting something out of it.
So,
like, there are ones when you pre-order and it's like, hey, you get this, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. But other than that, you get the game anyways because it's all digital.
I just am having a hard time understanding what the benefit, besides some cosmetics or whatever, what is the benefit of pre-ordering a game in this day and age when so many games come out and they're not finished products or they're not working products?
That actually is true too.
So like look at Jedi Survivor, right? Jedi Survivor isn't working on high-end PCs. It's having issues with frames on PCs specifically. Redfall, this huge hype game by Microsoft, comes out not running well. Cyberpunk 2077, perfect example of another game. Hate to throw them under the bus, but I mean, like, it's true. And we have these mostly AAA studios releasing these games in a garbage state and then
never fixing them.
Well, they fix them, but like, what was the point of pre-ordering? What was the point? If I wait a month, right?
Yep.
I'm going to get the game for $20 off at a minimum, and I'm going to get a better game. It's one thing to buy a game in early access, and you know you're not getting a finished product. It is a whole other thing to purchase a game, and it's not a working product when you purchased it to be a working product.
I mean, if it gives me a cool mount, maybe a custom skin.
I don't think that's excusable, though.
I mean, is it worth full price? Probably not. But if I know I'm going to play it, like, I usually try to get most of my games discounted hard.
Yeah, I can tell you, I pre-ordered Hogwarts Legacy for my wife.
Yeah, I did that. No,
I pre-ordered Diablo 4 because I am a huge Diablo fan. And I understand that game might have some issues at launch. I'm completely okay with that. Like, I love Diablo. But the last game I pre-ordered before that, I think might have been Guild Wars' expansion, End of Dragons, which was a fully functioning working game when it came out. I don't understand the point of pre-ordering games anymore because not only that, these companies want more for their games. You want more, but you want to give me a crappy product.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, like, and this is nothing against Ember, but Ember was like, yo, next week I'm going to buy Dead Island 2. You want to buy it with me? And I was like, no. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm not paying full price for Dead Island 2.
Yeah. Not after what Dead Island 1 did.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Dead Island 1, sick game. Terrible
Amazing
ending.
game.
Terrible ending.
Yep.
Sick game. But it left a bad taste in people's mouth.
And then not to mention you like have to wait like what, 20 years for Dead Island 2?
Yeah.
It's like me waiting for Skyrim 6. Never gonna happen.
But like it's one of those things like I just can't understand how indie devs get it so right. And not all of them, not all the time. But they get it so much more correct at a cheaper value and what I dare say a better product than these AAA studios that have so much money it's not even funny that can't get a game released in a working stable state.
Uh, it's honestly like they're too focused on the fact that it's like we need these guys to see these leaves blowing to south, southwest, north, northeast, like at a constant motion that will crash their PC because none of their graphics card can handle all the vines that we're gonna put in this light. Like,
See, I
little
don't think
leaf.
that's the case. I think, like, for instance, like Star Wars was delayed, and then they're like, "Oh, we need to push the game out early. We got to get it out early. We got to get it out right near May. We got to get it out for Star Wars Day." Who
That was
cares?
publicity.
Like, who
See,
cares?
I'm thinking like the other ones, like when you were saying like Cyberpunk 2077, they just
Yeah.
added so much into like it.
There is no way. The devs knew, and it's not on the devs. Like, Gilly brings it up in chat. It's not on the devs. Let me rephrase that. It's on the devs for like making a product that doesn't fully work, but it's on the publishers for shipping a project that's not finished. Like, that's what it comes down to. But the problem is all the publishers are on board for it. They're like, hey, these people are going to buy the money they're going to buy the game anyway. We're going to make a ton of money anyway. Who cares if it sucks? They'll forgive us if we sort of fix it. And that's not okay.
Fallout 76.
And like, it's not just EA. Like, people like to throw EA under the bus, and I get it, but like, it's not just EA. It's Activision. It's it's all of them. Like, it's all of them. But I think at some point, if you're gonna try asking people for $70 for a video game, you better be releasing a finished product. You better be finishing the product. And don't get me wrong, I buy my games physical. Now, on the Switch, I've started buying a couple things digital because if I have multiple Switches, it makes sense for me to buy it digital so we can play at the same time.
Dude,
But
I'm sorry. If a game's digital, I feel like it should be a little bit cheaper.
oh no, that's the other thing. If I'm pre-ordering a title that's digital on the Xbox or whatever, I should not be paying the same price as someone that goes and picks it up at the store. You didn't have to pay to ship that product. You didn't have to pay for a case. You didn't have to pay for a disc. You saved money. I think it should be a minimum 10% difference in cost. Minimum.
I agree.
Minimum. And I think it's just a huge frustrating point that I wanted to touch on, because it's one of those things where originally Xbox, I think when they first started like really pushing digital, originally it was actually discounted on Xbox. But then
it was great.
Then they were like, "Oh no, we don't have to discount it. We can just make that money." And I just think it's a scam. I think it's an absolute scam. I think the idea of charging people extra for a game that isn't going to work is a scam. The whole thing is just very, very frustrating. And it really took a turn for me this week because I saw a couple people talk about Redfall and like it. But I didn't realize until talking, I think maybe it was Gilly I talked to, or I don't remember who it was, but they talked about the fact of like, oh no, dude, it's like actually bad. Like it's not working. And I went and looked up videos for it, and I was like, oh my God, this is trash. Like, it is bad.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Frustrating to see. I mean, I think the same thing about like the Halo stuff. Why wasn't it shipped with a co-op? Why were you rushed?
That
why
aggravates me.
Why did you rush the game so hard to get it out when you know co-op is a huge thing that people want?
Yeah, it's what Halo is. Like, I don't ever remember a Halo where it's like, oh, I can't play with my buddy.
Yeah, it's just weird, dude. I don't know. I really think developers and publishers and the whole nine, like the whole entire gaming ecosystem, when it comes around launching a game, there has to be a higher expectation, a higher standard for release. Because the way it's been the past, it's not even the past year, I would say the past 5 years.
I was going to say 5. Yep.
Is just abysmal. A perfect example, by the way, DKO. I could rant about for a while. Comes out, actual working product, a fun game to play. And then like the patch cycle just makes 0 sense. And then there hasn't been a patch in what feels like a month, maybe longer. And it feels like the game's been abandoned, and the game's still pay to play. It's not free to play.
Hey, Marvel. right? Or is it Marvel? No, Multiverse.
Multiverse. Oh yeah, dude, that game is wild to me.
It's a pay to get taken away.
Yeah, pay, and then in June we're gonna take the game away until 2024, and then it will be back. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Warner Brothers things, like.
But you don't get your money back.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't blame the devs, because like devs, I think they go to work every day. They want to release the best product possible. But they're pushed to not. They're pushed to get the game to launch, not launch the best possible product. So it's a subject I wanted to touch on, because I think it's something that is often like brought up, like, oh, this game's bad. Like, how did this AAA title release? Well, like, because we supported it as a community. Like, we support the idea of pre-ordering because like we want to have this one thing or whatever, or we need to have this, or we need to have the cosmetic. We need to have a gold sword.
I'm guilty.
No, it's fine. It's like Overwatch. I'll talk about this for a second. Where like people are like, oh, I need these skins. Overwatch launched fine, by the way. I'm not knocking that part of it. But like, you can't see your character. You are paying for a skin for other people to see.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd do that.
And that's hard for me, because like, for instance, like there's some really cool like Japanese themed skins and like mythology skins in Overwatch 2. And I'm like, oh, dude, these look super sick. But then I'm like, but I don't get to see that unless I'm in the play of the game. That seems kind of silly. It's why supporting Paladin skins became a problem for me, because like you used to be able to play Paladins in third person and they took it away. So I think that's something to think about too. But I digress.
Third person. PUBG. Bring duos back.
Yeah, we did try to play some PUBG the other day. I forgot about that. We got bodied.
I get so tired of having to play doubles
trios, dude. Oh my god, like, dude, it's been so bad. And not only that, like I played one game with no sound, and that's the game we played better.
I know. Well, what I don't get is you can play duos in first person.
Yeah.
What the hell's the difference?
People don't play as much in third person duos, I guess, dude. I don't know.
Tired of this.
Oh, you know what other game I've been playing? I forgot to talk about. Marvel Snap. Great game, by the way. That game is good. That's all I have to say about it. That's my TED Talk. That is a good mobile card game that you can also play on PC. Game's sick. Other than that, that was my random question of the week. So I thought we'd talk about pre-orders. Keep it relevant. I guess I should hop into names of the week real quick. And there's a lot, because these are for 2 weeks. I'm going to talk about this one first, though. The game where I had my Penta tonight on Marty, the double Penta, there was a a person named Good. And they were on Fenrir. And when I destroyed them early on in the game, I was like, man, they must think they're real good. And I was like, actually, my wife has my phone. I saved some from Wild Rift that were really good. I'll have to do those next week. So these are the names of the week. We have Wiggly Tuffin in John Got Dunks, along with Vobble, The Spoon Juice, Anubis, Crunchy Bacon, Putty, Cheese Vase, Dump Cake, No Soup for You, 350Z, Just Some Awkward. And then we have Nuff Said, Puff Pup Old Chap, Captain Crackman, Darth Okami. Oh, I lost my place because computer's being weird. Barnaby Jones 21, Trash Panda Ooh Woo, Miss PvP in session, PvP 101 in session, Apex Bedadding, Yee My Name, Panic Without the Disco, Musty Meat, Thank Q, Bacon Mage Level 0, Jesus was 2 OP, Bushyologist, Mommy Makeout Day. That one bothers me. It's Burnswick. Burnswinick. Oh my god. Tier Than Voluble, Norn Worrier, sorry, and Vote for Geb Bush, which I've seen that one before. And then Bingus. Those are the names of the week for this episode.
I think for our 125th episode, we should like, and I realize this is like very, very tedious. We should go through the whole list and like pick out like the top 10.
Dude, tier list. Tier list the names of the week.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, if you're listening to this and you'd like a tier list for names of the week, let me know. We could maybe do that. We could do that ahead of time, like go through and pick our top 10 names or whatever.
I'm gonna pick all the ones that Blaise was like, I don't really want to say that.
Yeah. Other than that, you got any shout-outs, Bats?
Just as always, you know what, this is like our 107th episode.
Yes, sir.
As always, thanks for the listeners out there. I mean, you know, you make this happen, you keep this possible. We'll just do a shout out to AGL because, you know, obviously, thanks for Majin being on the podcast last week. That was really fun. Had a lot of information. Hope you guys paid attention to that one.
YouTube was popping too.
Yeah. And let's face it, Majin became a GIF in my mind.
Dude, so fun fact, Majin told me he got so many people that DM'd him about that. Love Majin, dude. I'm casting Albion Giants Glaciers finals tomorrow. So go check out the Albion Giants League VOD if you want to go check that out. And next weekend on May 13th, I am casting the Albion Giants League versus OSL tournament on their channel as well.
Hey, let's go. And then I'll let Blaise do the rest of the shout outs because that would pretty much be what I would be shouting out. But, you know, we got to halves the shout outs here.
Shout outs to Dare Drops. Lots of Dare Drops have been coming out, and there's a lot more coming. Really looking forward to those. You will see some differences in the way they're displayed because of some new disclosures that we have to make sure we have hashtag ad on to make sure publishers get credit for those. So keep an eye out for that. If you see hashtag ad and I'm doing Dare Drops, it's just to follow the law. And then shout outs to Guardians Mental Health. We have a bunch of stuff planned this month for Mental Health Awareness Month. If you want to donate during the weekend of 21st and 22nd, when the charity stream's going on, if you want to donate on my channel, all donations are greatly appreciated. We just want to see people have good mental health. I mean, that's what it comes down to, and create a good space to talk about it, whether that's here or in Discord or wherever it may be. Feel free to reach out if you need that. I'll make sure to get a calendar. There's already a calendar in Discord, but, you know, check out the calendar. And I'll try to make sure to put a link in the description for the calendar. I'll find that tweet. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And then, honestly, shout-outs to the listeners. Shout-outs to, you know, just showing up every week, listening, DMing us ideas from time to time, watching the YouTube. I mean, the YouTube's been pretty successful. I think that was a good move on our part to start posting the videos there and doing it that way. I also think it's just kind of a fun time to see how we interact. So it's been a fun time on that.
Not interacting.
or as tonight where Bats is just like, I'm not doing it.
Dude, I am like fully reclined in my chair, chillaxing. Like, okay, this was my last thing. Do you wear glasses, Blaise? Like frequently or
like prescription glasses or just glasses in general?
Any kind, like, you know.
I will wear, and I mean on stream I wear them sometimes. Like I wear blue light glasses.
Like, have you ever had it to where you wear them for a long period of time, then you take them off, but you still think that like they're on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been happening to me, and it's been driving me nuts because like I'm sitting here with my eyes closed, just chillaxing and everything, and I was like, oh, I got to take my glasses off, and I'm like, I don't even have them on.
yo, so some behind the scenes, if you're watching the podcast on YouTube, is the other day during picks and bans of a set, I leaned all the way back in my chair and pulled my mic to me, and I was like, yo, this is the dream. I can just lean back and just enjoy doing picks and bans in a reclined state. It was awesome.
See, and this is why I don't have a camera on right now, because I am enjoying life in this reclined state.
Oh my goodness.
I realize I'm gonna have to get up here in a few so we can game for a little bit, but like,
yeah,
that's why I've been trying to keep this podcast going for a little bit longer.
Oh my goodness. He's like, I'm too lazy, dude. I don't want to get up.
I know. My laziness is kicking in.
But, before we head out of here, if you're listening and there's something you want us to like talk about, if it's an anime or something, or there's a game coming out or a game that's already out,
or a topic in general.
Yeah, just a topic in general.
I'm telling you right now, we stay away from politics.
Yep.
And what is like politically correct crap.
Yeah, we just stay away from politics. I mean, like every once in a while you'll hear me talk about some politics stuff, but that's because of like it being extreme. And I think something needs to be said about it. I could really go on a whole rant right now about what's been going on in my state/town this past week.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's been happening in Ohio, Tennessee, and Arizona. If you are prank calling schools to say there is an active person, you are a scumbag. That's my TED Talk.
Okay, real quick. You got a question in your chat.
Yeah, favorite tabletop board game.
See, like, okay, my thing, this opens a whole can of worms, but like, does D&D count as a tabletop board game? Because
why would it not?
Pretty much tabletop, and that'd be my favorite.
I'd have to, right? I've only played D&D one time, and it was sick.
Dude, I know. We should get a D&D thing going.
Dude, we should. That's something we should do this summer. We should have like a D&D night.
And like I said, I do have the Dungeon Full Dive, and if I get codes for that, I'm giving some out.
You know who would do
Obviously
D&D?
you.
Azamor DMs.
Yeah.
We could figure it out. I play a lot of Catan with my wife back in the day, and I really enjoy Catan. Currently, I play a lot of Monopoly because that's what my kids like to play.
No.
And
Monopoly ruins friendships. Bro.
Yeah. Well, that's why we don't. Look. We play Monopoly. That's all I'm gonna leave it at because like the kids like to play. Like Luke loves Monopoly. That's all I have to say. That's all I got. I had something else. I don't remember what it was. It obviously wasn't too important.
Munchkins. That's obviously Blaise's
I've never played that. Never played Munchkins. But I will let y'all know next week's episode is probably going to be a little weird because I don't think me and Bats are going to have a ton of time to game. I know I won't be streaming much, so like I'll be playing some console stuff from time to time or mobile. But I have a feeling next week's episode is going to be a little bit different, so keep an eye out for that. And
next week's episode, I'm gonna read a bunch of books, and we're gonna talk about books.
Let's go, dude. But let's get on out of here and go and play some video games. Bye.
Right, later, yo. That means I gotta get up. This is horrible, dude. Next week, I'm gonna sound like the Clear Eyes guy while I'm talking about all the non-interesting books that I've read.
That's a great idea. I just realized I forgot to mark the end of the episode because I'm smart, and it's fine. I'm gonna wait a minute for the bot, and then we can hop into some more Smite. I'm gonna go ahead and boot up Smite.
Oh man,
can you
imagine all of them? The book that I read today,
dude. That would be. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea for next week. I hate it, but I think it'd be funny. What if we did a For the King episode?
Ooh, like, what do you mean?
Like, we play For the King while we record.
I'm down. We'd probably have to find a third, though, unless we're just...
Gilly said he's down. Easy peasy, dude. That could be fun. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I think that could be fun.
I'm okay with that.
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna despise both of you. I already know that right now.
I just think it could be funny because like we could just have conversation and I can have the gameplay up too.
Dude, I get crapped on that game all the time with bad luck.
It was. I remember what was the time that I was playing and then I did the voices. That was a really fun time. I enjoyed that quite a bit. All right, let me get the bot out of here. Let me stop recording. Let me jump to the DM and make sure I download the episode so I can edit it tomorrow. Dude, 2 weeks in a row that I'm going to have everything edited and now early. Oh, it feels so good.
Let's go.
When me and Bats actually record things like at a decent time and talk things out, oh, how much better things go.
Dude, I mean, it's like pulling teeth trying to pick a day for you sometimes.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, like it's just because like this weekend and next weekend, like next week, are just so crazy because of. I knew we were at the Taylor Swift concert last night. I literally had no idea what today was gonna be like, and my wife looked at me at what's up.
Look at what I just got.
I can't see. Where am I looking?
I just started streaming it on
What did you get? I hate you. I'm jumping up to I'm jumping to live. I hate you. I'm firing Bats, bro. Bats is fired. Get him out of here.
Did he get the Tanuki skin?
He got the freaking Tanuki skin, dude. I'm so upset.
Oh man.
Did you buy it outright, or did you actually get it from the chest?
No, it was actually from the chest.
I'm tempted to buy it outright.
It was actually from the chest, man.
I got gym payment the other day, and I am really tempted to just buy it outright.
Oh wow! And I had 1387 out of 1401, and I got it out of the chest.
That is crazy. I am slightly upset with you.